My name's Andaman Daku, a Ugandan born, based in Amsterdam and the Netherlands. I'm a boxing trainer and the gym owner of Boxing Club. As you can see, this is my own gym. I was trying to talk about what boxers or fighters do in the gym, and people don't notice that. They only see the fight on the final day, the event. Actually, what you put in the fight is more important than the fight itself. First of all, a fighter is a human being. We all have feelings. When a fighter is preparing for a fight, it's more emotional. So small things can make him explode. You know, like when you see Mayweather reacted to his father back in the days, and it was really open. People thought, wow, this could not happen. No, it wasn't him at that moment because he was so focused on fighting. So with all the emotion, things comes out. And then that's the way he had to react. People don't understand it because I have a son also boxes. He can also react like that to me. And I have to understand, as a boxer myself, I used to box, so I know exactly how it feels when you're preparing. That's so fit. Yeah, the level is there already, so you're so much focused and something happens like that, then you become emotional. A lot of fighters, they don't like to be judged, so in a few things. And that's the difference some trainers got. And to be a good trainer, you need to be able to make rules and regulations about the fighters. You need to tell this fighter, hey, listen, you're preparing for this fight, or you're training, you come to my gym, you're gonna fight, you're a fighter, or you're training just for your pleasure. There are two different things. But when you're a fighter, preparing to fight, and that's your job, you're as a professional fighter, you need to see what exactly you want. And the trainer has to see what you have. Because there are people who don't have it, and there are some who have it. So when a trainer says that this guy got the potential, you don't need to be good, no, technically. But when the trainer sees that, hey, this guy gives everything he got in this fight, then he starts building from there, the mental thing. He builds it. Then he becomes stronger, the mentality becomes heavy. And you need to be totally like a soldier. That's why we fighters, we can't fight outside. We don't allow to fight on the streets. We're not allowed to fight in the bars. We're not allowed, you know, like you always have to find a way to protect yourself, but not with a reaction outside the ring. That makes us to become so disciplined in the sport and dedicate ourselves into the sport of fighting, because it's not fair when a fighter fights on the street because you don't know this guy taking up. You're fighting this guy who's sick, you're fighting the guy who never trained himself. So this goes to all fighters. Fighting on the street, it's not allowed when you're a trained person, not at all. You don't need to be a professional fighter. You don't need to be an amateur. But as long as you step into the fighting school and start training, knows the technique how to fight, it's like you know how to hurt somebody. So it's like not a soldier has to go and shooting people on the road. So it's the same as the fighting. So we don't need to fight on the streets because our mentality is built to fight only in the ring. And we have restricted areas where we have to express our feelings, do what we have to do to focus on our real goals. So I think that's what we can do for now.